Welcome dear students. So now in today's class we'll be again reapplying whatever concepts we have learned in the last class. We have learned how to change logarithmic form into the exponential form and the exponential form into the logarithmic form. Okay, same thing we are going to use here also. So now the formula is written on top, as you can see on top itself your formula is written. We'll be making use of this formula again and again. By now, I assume that you are aware of this formula because we have already done two classes on this particular topic. Okay, so without further delay, let's start. So we are given so whatever is given, we'll quickly write it first. So given is log x at the base 10 is equals to a. So we will now see this is given in the logarithmic form. We will change it into the exponential form. So this becomes 10 to the power a is equals to x. Similarly, the other one that is given to us is this one, that is log y at the base 10 is equals to b. So this gives us 10 to the power b is equals to y. And the last one is this one, which is log z at the base 10 is equals to c. So this gives us 10 to the power c is equals to z. I hope this much is clear. Now let's start with the main question. Write down 10 to the power 2a minus 3 in terms of x. So 10 to the power 2a minus 3 we need to write in terms of x. So can I write this as 10 to the power 2a by 10 cube? Yes, so definitely it is in the form of a to the power m minus n, which is a to the power m by a to the power n. You have learnt in your exponents chapter, please remember. So this numerator can be written as 10 to the power a whole square divided by denominator is 1000. So then 10 to the power a is x. So it is basically x square by 1000. So this is the first answer. We have to express this in terms of x. That's what we have done. Let's see the second part. Second part is also similar. So it is write down 10 to the power 3b minus 1 in terms of y. So we have 10 to the power 3b minus 1 is equal to 10 to the power 3b by 10 to the power 1. Now this 10 to the power 3b can be written as 10 to the power b whole cube by 10 to the power 1 is 10. So 10 to the power b is how much? 10 to the power b is y. So it is y cube in the numerator divided by 10 in the denominator. So this is your answer for the second part. Now the third part says if log p at the base 10 is equals to this much, this entire thing, express p in terms of x, y and z. So I don't have space here right now. Let me change the color. So we have the third part. I'll do the third part here. You will write just below this number 2. So what is given to us is log p at the base 10 is given to be equal to this entire thing. So 2a plus b by 2 minus 3c. Okay, now let's compare this with this. So in that case, this is your b, this is your a, and this entire thing is gonna be your x. So when you change this into the exponential form, so this x goes to the power. So this becomes 10 to the power x, this is the entire thing, 2a plus b by 2 minus 3c is equal to, we will have equals to p, and that's what we need to find. We need to find what is the value of p. So basically it means that p is equal to 10 to the power 2a into 10 to the power b by 2 into 10 to the power minus 3c. Okay, so as we have done in this question, we will write this as 10 to the power a whole square into, this can be written as 10 to the power b whole to the power half. into the last one is 10 to the power c whole to the power minus 3. Let's put the values. So 10 to the power a is x, so it is x squared, into this is y to the power half, into 10 to the power c is z, so it is z to the power minus 3. So ultimately your value for p will be equals to, okay, so I'm going to take this to the denominator. So this is x squared, y to the power half can be written as square root of y also, divided by this is z cube. So this is going to be your answer for this particular question. Pause the video and note down your solution. Now we'll look at this question. So here it says given is log a at the base 10 is m, and similarly log b at the base 10 is n. So express this in terms of m and n. So let's do this question. So given is log a at the base 10 is equals to m. So we will change this into the exponential form. So this will be equals to 10 to the power m is equals to a. Okay, and you have log b to the base 10 is equals to n. So when you change this, it becomes 10 to the power n is equals to b. Now let's write down what is this equal to. So therefore we have a cube by b square. So a is how much? 10 to the power m, and we have outside the power is 3 whole divided by, similarly b is 10 to the power n, and outside the power is 2. So this becomes 10 to the power 3m by 10 to the power 2n. Now we will apply the formula a to the power m by a to the power n is equals to a to the power m minus n, that is 3m minus 2n. So this will be your answer. Pause the video and note down the solution. Let's look at this question now. So here also we will be applying the same concept. So whatever is given, let me quickly write down and let me change it into the logarithmic form. Yeah, so by the way, I think this is gonna be x. Okay, this is gonna be x. So given is log x at the base 10 is equals to 2a. So let's change this. So this becomes 10 to the power 2a is equals to x. Now similarly you have log y at the base 10 is equals to minus b by 2. Now let's change this into the exponential form. So this becomes 10 to the power minus b by 2 is equals to y. Now let's look at the first question. So it says express 10 to the power a in the form of in terms of x. Okay, so can I write this as 10 to the power 2a into half? Yes, ultimately I'll get the same thing. Now in turn, can I write this as 10 to the power 2a whole to the power half? Yes. So what is 10 to the power 2a? It is x. So this is x to the power half then. Okay, so 10 to the power a is equals to x to the power half, or in other words, you can write this as square root of x also. So this is the first answer. Let's look at the second part. Write 10 to the power 2b plus 1 in terms of 1. So 10 to in terms of y, sorry, 10 to the power 2b plus 1. I can write this as 10 to the power 2b into 10 to the power 1. Yeah, so then this is equal to, now can I write this as 10 to the power, okay, so by the way, in order to introduce your y, you need to have 10 to the power minus b by 2. Suppose if I write this as 10 to the power minus b by 2, then you need to multiply by which number? By which number will you multiply in order to get 2b? You will multiply by minus 4. Kindly check. Because 2 and 4 gets cancelled, you get 2. Minus into minus is plus, so you get 2b. So this is the simple modification I have done. Into you have 10 to the power 1 is 10 to the power 1. So let me write it 10 to the power 1 for now. Okay, so then this can be written as 10 to the power minus b by 2 whole to the power minus 4. This into can be written outside. Into we have 10 to the power 1 is 10. Now tell me how much is this? 10 to the power minus b by 2 is y, right? So this is equal to, so I'll write it here. So this is equals to y to the power minus 4 into 10. So then when you take this to the denominator, it becomes 10 by y to the power 4. So this is the answer for the second part. Now we'll do the third part. So for that, I'll let me change the color for doing the third part. You will do it below number 2. Okay, I don't have space, so I am doing it here. Number 3. Again, this is similar to what we did in the question earlier question. So we have log p at the base 10 is equals to 3a minus 2b. So it implies that 10 to the power 3a minus 2b is equals to p, and we need to write what is the value of p. So p is equals to, so this is 10 to the power 3a by 10 to the power 2b. Okay, so we have 10 to the power how much? 3a, but I want 2a in order to introduce x. So again I'll do the small simplification here. So here I'll write 2a. So in order to get 3a, by what number should I multiply? I'll multiply by 3 by 2. So when you multiply by 3 by 2, then only you get 3a, isn't it? So this is a simple modification that I have done here. Divided by, similarly we will do the same thing out here. 10 to the power 2b is there, but I want minus b by 2. So I'll write minus b by 2 into same thing 10 to the power 2b. Here also we did the same thing, so it is minus 4. So then multiply. So we have 10 to the power 2a, and this 3 by 2 comes outside. Similarly we have 10 to the power minus b by 2 whole to the power minus 4. Okay, so I don't have space here also, so I'll use another color. So you'll write below that. Okay, I'll write it here, is equal to, now tell me how much is this? This is x, so this becomes x to the power 3 by 2 in the numerator. In the denominator you have 10 to the power minus b by 2 is y, so it is y to the power minus 4. This is 4, okay, minus 4. So now you take this to a numerator, so your final answer will be x to the power 3 by 2 y to the power 4. So this will be the value of p. Okay, so this is how we need to do the sums. There are some more problems in this exercise, so whatever is left in this exercise, please try it by yourself. And with this we close this exercise. Thank you very much.